Welcome back to Dad Life Gaming. Quite possibly the last episode of Final Fantasy V for Job Fiesta on World 3. With one more dungeon left. Can come up with two. Anyway, I just spent the last, I don't know, however long that was, grinding out 255 runs, which is actually really easy if you have the smoke ability. And you just set everybody to do that. And anyway, I equipped that on the chicken knife on Cryle. And now we gonna dance the night away. Get our way through here. Okay, kick. Saledra, dance and dance. Dance man. Yeah, so this is it. We are gonna do the interdimensional rift. There's like 15 bosses. It's like semi-boss rush. I don't know that I plan to fight Omega. I don't know that I have the right setup or brain power, quite honestly, to fight Omega or Shinryu, except by maybe accidentally opening the chest that contains Shinryu and getting my ass kicked. Because that's kind of how that goes. But I will definitely fight X-Death and Neo X-Death. I think that should go pretty well. Maybe. We'll see. Ooh, all the spooky monsters. Spookums. Hey, who's that guy in the upper right corner? Oh, that was Biblos. Okay. Or a panda or whatever the hell his name was. Treasure. It's Ghidra. He appears to be immune to wind damage. But not to ass whoopings. I think that's actually a rare creature you fight in the floating fortress or whatever. When you fight him in the room right before you fight the reviving lizard Archeoavis. I think it is the earliest point you can learn Graviga, level 4. Or level 4 Graviga. So you have what? 2 old, 3 flare, 4 Graviga, 5 death. Now we are in the amalgam of all the things mushed together. Yo, chuck this. Ew. I would like to see Cryo do a sword dance though. I want to see how much damage that does now. I guess I should just top her off. This one? Nope. Literally the only one that doesn't do anything was the one in the middle. Should probably maybe not be level 5 here. Feels like disaster. 54 is, yeah. 54 is divided by divisible by 4. Yeah, 52 was though. I was like, wait a minute, 54 isn't divisible by 4? Will the Cenobite face, whatever the fuck that is does not absorb wind. Jitterbug. how did you run away from 255 battles so quickly? Well, let me tell you, there's a couple of secrets. One, I have the right class that has an auto flee ability. And you run around. Having the ability or a tool that maybe increases the run speed and the encounter rate also helps. Just saying. Hey, it's that weird door that you can't go into. We didn't try it when I was there, but... There's a door that is tying the Phantom Village to the void. Can't play the piano either. Disappointing. And then there's a chocobo. And then a jar of miscellaneous deliciousness. And then I guess we gotta go up and out. Alright, now we're being the forest. Yeah, we're in the forest now. Farfarello. Moss fungus. Nope. Moss fungus. Wasn't that the thing in Final Fantasy Tactics? It killed Barvel? Roy Rams's father, whatever. Anyway. Ramza. Yeah, you guys you won an ass whooping. Did I forget to equip Cryo? I did. Cryo's got junk on. I'm like, man, why is she so... Because she's got a, what? Give her protect ring? Red slippers. Okay. There we go. Man. Allergies are going wild. And that's not a joke from the game because I'm finding mushrooms. Like my allergies are pretty bad right now. Grass and chenopods are really... Cheno, whatever. But really, it's getting freaky outside. They're getting freaky deaky. I would have thought the additional agility from the chicken knife would have improved Cryo's opportunities to go first, but... Hey, there's another ribbon. And a Lilith rod. Lilith rod, does that do anything? No. I know in 4 that was one of the first magic, one of the best, earliest magic boosting rods you could get. If you ground it out. Man, I'm gonna throw so much shit at people. This is gonna be like... It's gonna be like a WNBA game up in here. People... I guess we'll probably start doing that now. Bing! Oh boy, it's Calfisteri. Naked blue woman with a giant orb. Do not ponder the orb. You ponder it a little bit. You may ponder the orb slightly. But just a quick look and then look away. Nothing but jitterbugs. I'm jitterbugging out over here. I got some throw. Shuriken. Here we go. How much are we doing? Ouch! Woo! Youch! Let that be lesson 2. Times 4 damage on the fully maxed out chicken knife. Is thumbs up. Omega sneaky patsy time. Time scroll? No, it's just straight up turn people to stone. Nice job, Bartz. Keeping it real. I mean, we're here, I guess. So magic attacks yield Demon Eye. Sword dances, I do not think so. I'll take that though. Man, if I could just get nothing but sword dances. Maybe now it is time to start with the red slippers to see if I can make it eat. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is time to do that. Now we're starting to. I mean, haste is king in this game, but if all I'm getting are jitterbugs and mystic waltz, maybe it ain't worth it. Okay, go in here. Coral ring. This is either gonna be really good or real bad. Okay, good. Woo. Like, it's either gonna be 3 people turned to stone, except for Cryo, who has the thing. Yeah, might as well just cottage real quick. I think I'm not gonna run out of those anytime soon. Save it because next area is Omega, and I could oops all Omegas. Well, I guess there's only the one, but I don't want to. Okay, looks like, does he move? I could try Omega, but I probably would just get my ass kicked. Evil fire boss. Woo! Evil panda. Not Bibelos. Hey, check it out. Oh, I guess did I burn through all my flame rods? Maybe I did. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know that that's gonna help you much. Well, that was that was not nice. Neither is this. I thought they'd do more. You know, for having red shoes and the dress that decreases the chance of getting something there we go. I think this fight's over. We only had one flame rod left, but hey, whatever, you know? Why not use it on the guy who's... Oh, I should have summoned a freak. That's right. He also says something special if you use a freak. Can I leave now? Utterly defenseless, but for a moment. I guess not. I mean, got ethers. I guess I could just puff some ether. Okay. Kick and are they weak against wind? Or do they absorb wind? I don't remember. No, they don't. They're just... You know, that doesn't make me happy. That does. Yeah. See what I mean? Monks, at the end, they fall off pretty hard. Could you quit it? Enough of the damn wind breath. I need more potions. Checking potions like they're ethers. And here's a fight that's got some chutzpah. By which I mean I don't have to sit here and worry about Breathwing getting spammed. I guess we're running around what used to be Tycoon Castle. Alright, now we're in this. I don't remember. Was there anything in here worth wasting time on? I remember that maybe the Sword Dancer had a good drop. Ice brands. Can I even throw ice brand? Okay, so Thor hammer, okay. If you have a hammer using individual, then yeah. Oops, no, just have to wait now. Nothing there. Hermes sandals, which we don't really need. We got so many of those. We could put 2 pairs of sandals on at this point. 2 sandals on every foot. Alright. For throw. Can I throw the... Cannot. Well, dang. I guess Iris brands are worthless. Only some night swords can be thrown. I could easily see how in a single job challenge, the summoner would just wreck everything. 4 air knives, or 3 air knives, and let's see, this Azomagia. Yep. The fun thing about Azomagia is that, if you cast blue magic on him, he will learn it and then use it. So if you really want to get rid of him quick, you use like self-destruct, and then he'll cast self-destruct on himself. Yeah, I think this fight's over. Yeah, that's not a big... all I got was mind blasted, and that was about it. And I can do that with some legal other things in specific states. I don't gotta worry about having blue magic for that one. Well, we're here. Might as well save. What? I wonder what's in that chest. I don't remember what's in that chest. Okay. We're mystery waltzing our way through. That's right. This guy does... I think he has a rare drop that's really good for... Holy cow! How many mystery waltzes are we going to do in a row? 6. Or 5. There we go. Problem solved. But that also right there shows the monk paired with certain things creates rainbow dress. Okay. Can I kill him before he transforms? No. Travis. Dang it, I have a dentist appointment coming up. Boom. It's all fun and games until they're like, what's that? You floss every day, right? I use my water pick every day. Nope, I don't have way to cast float. Do I have... No. 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 Dang. And summon... I guess if I had float, I'd cast Carbuncle and float my characters in Carbuncle, and then he would spend all his time trying to That's bullshit. The one consistent damage dealer. Damn it, Bartz. She named you Butts. Mission for Denizens. I don't got nothing. I got nothing. It's just... So one of the other ways to really makes this fight really easy is you cast float and then you either put on a reflect ring or something similar to that, and then he'll spend all his turns trying to cast like gravity 99 or 199 or whatever the hell it is. Finally. And it just reflects off because it's reflecting. And so, eternal floating, reflecting, because gravity 199 or whatever removes your float. Choose a tent real quick. Halicarnassus. Also not a huge threat, but Smooch. An evil smooch, you see. So we go up, up. Water scroll? Lightning scroll, I don't know, I'm just doing stuff. I believe this takes us to the man-eater knife, yeah? Yes. Is it more powerful than the assassin's dagger? It is, because Cryo needed to do more damage, you see. I would give the Sasuke, I would give that to the ninja, but I don't know. Fire. Sasuke's katana does 35% block rate, something crazy, like 30. It's like it plus elf cape plus like the main gouge basically make them like they're blocking and dodging everything. Which, depending on how my X-Death, Neo X-Death fight goes, may be a viable strategy. That dude does not look good. He's kind of pale. Pale blue. Power Sash. $11 plus 3. Eh. I'm gonna go hit the button. Just in case. No, you don't get to leave. Kiss of Death from Halicarnassus. He starts off by turning everyone into frogs. Except for Cryo. Cryo's fun because you get the hat. I guess I could just equip ribbons on everybody. I mean, dance ignores row, but go ahead. I guess if I really wanted to, I could put everybody in the back row, and that wouldn't. Holy, come on! Ouch! Don't remember that. That was good though. I mean, we're here. We've got it, right? Why not? Ding. Womp. I don't know if that would do anything on her. Alright, problem solved. Oh, I better, Phoenix down! Because I'm lazy. Ether! That solves 2 problems. Up. Here's where things are going to get interesting. I don't remember which one does what. I know he does counter with tsunami. Okay, no, that's right. That's just a good way to. That's right. He does Mega Flare, and he does Giga Flare later, because that's when you. Okay. So magic is Mega Flare. So this might not end well for me. Unless I get a sword dance proc? Yeah, no, that's it. We're done. Start over. Okay, so what do we remember? Reflect rings are the optimal for this party. Have enough reflect rings. 3. Or, that's right, physical is retorted with. Let's just do this. I mean, it's not gonna be very fun, but there we go. We're gonna just do this over and over again. Oh wait, she's an air knife. That's right. We can just. Oh, that was the okay. Yeah, that was the chicken knife. So the chicken knife has a weird property that sometimes just tries to make you run away, which you can't run in boss fights. So there you go. Or if you use a special attack such as dual wield, X fight, dance. I mean, what's the blade slap or whatever? Yeah, this is gonna get old real fast, but hey. Wind slash. I was like, I'm immune to that. Oh, no, I'm not immune to that. Okay, so no attacking with Lena. Refreshing. Here in a minute, we're gonna probably start getting the charging. I'm gonna charge my laser. Are you shitting me? All right. We're gonna do it this way then. We're gonna use the magic lamp. Maybe. Damn it. Well, that failed. Hey, get up so we can heal you. So you have a very small window before you get Giga Flared. Which obviously, if you use Odin, he'll do it. Except for the part where he sometimes likes to just do that instead. Damn. Vengeance! Beat up the little girl. The last of my energy. I curse Zoidberg. And then also, I think depending on how you beat him, he either drops a bell, the tinkle bell, or some hammer. Get up. Hermes sandals back for everybody. I guess we do red slippers for cryo. That seemed to be working okay. All right, now we're getting to the last leg. Can I just... Meteor counters. Perfect. It's like, why did I hate fighting these guys? Oh, that's right. They're just spiteful. I mean, let's be honest. I really don't need to level up any. Been called potions. I've always wondered. All right, so that took exactly 71. Clean out our inventory. And quite honestly, I'm not interested. I don't think there's any weapons or armor. I'll check. But I don't think there's any weapons or armor we're gonna need from... Mover drops nothing worthwhile. Ring blade, rising sun is stealable, but I don't really want to. Okay. Still helm. Main couch. White robe. Mage's shield. No one can use shields. Dragon lance. No one can use spear. Blood sword. Twin lance though. Do 2 twin lances, right? Yeah, but that was out on the dodge bonus. Okay. So really, there's nothing here. I'm going to save everybody time. I'm just gonna get this then. Who is it? Gilgamesh. Maybe that'll remind him. Perfect. Zounds! This is Bart's! I mean, you attacked me first. I have a nervous breakdown. Let us ingress post haste. So that whole saving the world thing going on. Yeah, get used to this. Because then even at the very end when we encounter him a second time, he talks forever. I don't remember which one has Shinryu. It's that one. I don't remember which one has Shinryu yet. I'm just going to avoid I don't need any of that stuff. At best, it's an elixir, and I've got 20 more of them. No, that's him right there. That's not him. That's a shuriken. That one I know. Shinryu is evil. Just devs put it in a treasure chest. No warning. Oh look, it's Necrophobe. Dance. Summon that one? It's weird barriers that look like tiny little fish heads. Did they take... Oh, one down. That's right, do this bullshit. I guess I could just kick him. While I wait for Flare to... long animate. There we go. Oh no! What is it? Mind Blast, I think is what he... Oh, it's Flash. Give me cool sunglasses. Hey, here's your sword dance ignores. Dancing ignores. That part sucks. Dang it. Gonna hit him with a Phoenix and then revive parts. I think Necrophobe is also weak against all elements. Yeah. He's also weak against swords. Hooray! I mean, we do get this song again, which is excellent. I mean, I know it hurts Gilgamesh, but he's okay. He can take one for the team. Plus, it also, you know, brings people back. Then we have to wait for exposition. So much exposition. Try falling in love or something. Everyone's just like, yeah, there's all my sword dances. I'm wasting them on Necrophobe. Ow. It was just like, I get it, right? This was the 90s. You know, trying to have a heroic anime moment. It just doesn't, it just translates as goofy. Hey, what you doing, buddy? Do I need to help you with that? Except for the part where you cast Exploder or Self-Destruct. Where you kill yourself to... I think we had it there. I mean, unless Necrophobe's power is literally you can't die, but like, whatever. Well, that was weird. But we got that. Hooray! Now we are moving on to the final battle. See how this goes. I have my reservations, but we'll see. Anything specific? I take dance off to put on a ribbon. Means that half imp. Well, not really. You know what? I'm gonna put on equip ribbon. Well, that doesn't. Prevents confusion. And enhances sword dance. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, you're good with the duel there. That's right, that's not going to matter much. I might just keep him with dance. Just so that way we have somebody who's relatively immune. Plus, I mean, Ferris is just going to be throwing stuff almost every turn. It's him, it's X-Death! And see, now he's got all the powers of the evil void. Stupid tree. See, tree huggers, this is what happens. Your insistence that trees can't be cut down, they get filled with evil spirits and they turn into an evil sorcerer that gets the power of the void. It every time. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. See, now what we're gonna do. Now the world's doomed. Great. Could have easily been prevented. Whoa. Hey, the pirates are in a cave. How does this work? Does the void like take out the top of the cave? Is it just eating the whole mountain and then just sucking everything up? I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, fuck you two right there. Those two. Screw them. Now it's time for all the other stuff. Now you get voided. Like a 90-day computer warranty, you're gonna get voided. Well, I think while this is going, I'm gonna have to. Let's do this. Dang it! Open it. Autoplay. No. Dog needs to go downstairs, so I'm gonna open the door here in a minute. Step away, let the dog out. Answer that age-old question. So Dawn Warriors. And also Lena's father for some reason. He's here too. And Zoidberg, why not? Alright. Oh no! The void is disappearing. The void was voided. But your old man, I'll show you voiding. Now fight this tree. All my training as a child will pay off here. Being that I would take sticks and hit trees with it, pretending them to be evil monsters. Here we are. Throw. We'll start with that. And that, and then... do that. Sure. Wow. You guys can just start ripping Bahamets, right? Why not? Let's see. 43. Oh no! That went real quick. Oh no, I lost control of this evil power that is uncontrollable. So look, it's a tree. He goes all the way in the back. Whee! Look, a tree! Now the real fight begins. Yeah, that's how things get all fuzzy and weird when I hit the tree too much. Shall be returned to nothing. Then I can disappear. Alright. Pretty emo. Man, that background is brutal. Dance and throw a shuriken and do dance. And really what I should have done was start hitting the magic lamp. Because I forgot that I had it. Alright. The trick here is that in that gal in the back, you can kind of see her poking out there, the naked woman, which appears to be strapped to a giant flesh monster. Is capable of being Zantetsuken and dies. Which takes out one piece. Yay, oh my guest. Alright. Slidra do. How much damage are we talking here? Yeah, it's... Oh, dang it. I don't want that. That's no bueno. Time to start using elixirs. Punch, punch, dance. I mean, I guess we could really just start hucking some of our high value items, right? Alright, well, he's dead. Start working on that middle dude. One of the other things is that if you get down too far, they will start blasting you with, I mean, Granite Cross also sucks, but they will start blasting you with, confuse, just poison confuse. Okay. I don't really have anything I can do to bonk her out of that. That's gonna suck. Alright, well. The two things that actually require... I mean, I did spend all that money on those each bungees. Where is my elixir? Don't they have an item that does like a full heal? No, they don't. Phew! I should probably finish that one off. Nope. Oh no! Laws of the universe are in chaos! Yeah, that was the wrong one. Oh well. And because it's magic, it doesn't undo the other part. Needle. Oh, that solved that problem. And Phoenix? Problem I have is either of those, you know, wake him up would not really go particularly well. They do a lot of damage on both punches and kicks. How's that suck? You're in the biggest fight and you just sleep through the whole thing. Hey, there we go. And now she's dead. Where to go, Bart's? Way to read the room. More targets, so that way when the meteor spam begins, it probably won't sting as bad. I don't know, just throw random bullshit go. That worked. Okay, how do I do this screen? Print screen. Hooray! And everybody's alive. Because the ending does change if you, depending on who you have alive or dead. But we did it! Hooray! We win! We won. We beat the 4 Job Fiesta. And what a party it was. Now we get to watch the credits. So the void created crystals. From the essence of the void, you see. We'll make new crystals with blackjack. Hookers. Just forget the blackjack. Come wake up. I don't remember if, like, try and, like, fly away or someone passes out and they don't tag along. I don't remember exactly how at all. Because the void is and always will be. Just hanging out in the void. Whoa! Hey, I worked hard for those. Blech. Light the fires of Gondor. Devotion, and then what? Wind, bring people smarts? I don't remember. What was that going to say? No, spread knowledge on the winds. That's right. Make people less dumb. So what, where all the tablets were is where the crystals were farmed? I don't remember. Doesn't seem like a great idea, but I mean, I guess that way you can, you know, have wind and fire again. I guess if you have to climb all your way down to the very bottom of the undead fire trench to get access to the crystals, then, you know, sure. Hey, there's Bartz's homeland. Back from the void. Hooray! I guess we're flying around in the void. And a dragon, why not? Hooray! And then the wind shrine thing. Whatever. The last one. Where we fought the Wendigo. It's been a year. So they just live at the catapult now? That's just what they do? I mean, I guess there's all that knowledge and stuff, but like... you be eccentric and live in... ancient technology. To be honest, so you fight Shiva? I think it's in Castle Walls. I know we did it. We have Shiva. I don't remember doing it. I don't remember doing that. It's happy because now we have both princesses, but no king. I mean, you're the princess of the castle. You can just leave. You can just be like, hey, I'm going. What are they going to do? Tell you no? Forcibly stop you? Since there's no heir to the throne? What are you talking about? Kryle? That'd be you, because you're the next in line. That's how that works. You have a regent in place until you're old enough to take the throne, but... or whatever they call that. And they spent resources to make little animations, little tiny sprites of baby chocobos. And I appreciate that. That's a fine touch. A year. Place where Grandpa, what, the ancient tree? Is that where you... I guess that would be the case, because we busted in and broke up a bunch of crystals. I'm just in here absorbing all this forbidden knowledge. We're gonna go through the people now. Like we didn't know who they were to begin with. Was it Bart's Krauser? Is that? I can't remember what his last name was. Just my headphones. It just goes with Bart. Bart! Or if you're playing the Final Fantasy, the RPG translation, but the person who likes to poison themselves the best. Lena! It would be funny if their flashbacks was literally only the times that Lena got poisoned. Over and over. We already shared a shot, and then she'd climb up, and then if they had done it again for the third time, that would have been excellent. Like, hey, did you notice this? The theme? Yeah. Do I still have the... I got it somewhere. I'll look around here. Final Fantasy Chronicles? No. The other one. There's... So I got Final Fantasy Chronicles, which was the Final Fantasy 4. Ah! All my Pokemon cards, no! Yeah, Final Fantasy 4 Chrono Trigger. I have the one that's Final Fantasy 5 and 6 somewhere. That one was terrible. That was the first official translation, and that translation was horrible. Ferris spoke with a pirate accent, and like also the load times were insufferable. Just like I have no idea how I grinded through that game. I guess I had a lot of time and patience as a young adult. It's like grinding all the way to the max level on an MMORPG or like Final or Phantasy Star Online. Hey, guess what? When you reach a level 187 out of level 200, you're halfway there from an XP number percentage. Why are you talking about that when we're playing Final Fantasy V? Because it's over. It's done. And then we do this part. And then anybody who died and didn't make it out of the void would be resurrected by the power of the great tree. But everybody made it out alive. So what you know, we're good. We good. Yeah, because your grandfather died and it sucks. The death of family sucks large. I mean, that sucks too. You're never alone. You've got a psychic link with Moogles, man. And like other animals. That's pretty sweet. Unless it's like it's really boring and they're like, we just like to eat. We're food. My food. Stay away from my food. Very food oriented. I'm just thinking more like dogs. I'm sure cats are food oriented too. I know my dog's like, what do I gotta do for food? You have food? What? I like food and you have food, and let's work out a deal. What can I trade to get food? More food than I normally get. And he's looking at me now because he heard the magic word. Food? I like food. Yeah, ears are all up and everything. You're not alone, silly. We're in the tree the whole time. Ha ha. What were you doing up there? Don't ask questions. We intercepted your sad letter. Yeah, we better put an end to that real quick. We better go take care of that before something really bad happens. I have 2 copies of Legend of Dragoon. When did I pick up a second copy? The world will never know. Gotta protect them crystals. Unless the void comes back again, I guess. Is that how that works? The crackling of fire, the stream, the rippling of water, the crackles of the fire. And I don't remember the earth, the shifting of earth. Yeah, no, the shifting of earth is terrifying. It's not like, is that the voice of my grandfather? Like, oh God, the world is ending. Actually, I thought it was a dude in like a $5,000 car with the $50,000 stereo system rolling down like the main street, because he usually does that like every day at 5 o'clock, like 5:30. I was like, it's that asshole again. Like, nope, that's an earthquake. Oh, oops. Also, the windows vibrated. It was crazy. Earthquakes are crazy, man. My dog was like, yeah, whatever, man. It's just an earthquake. You're fine. I thought animals were supposed to warn you. No. Lazy dog. Now there's more chocobos. Are those the kids? It's only been a year. Are they big enough now to... Whatever. All right, now we're getting the end credits. Hooray, end credits. We did it. So, Final Fantasy V or Job Fiesta. Not bad. It's... Final Fantasy V is a good game. When you're kind of untethered from what you can or can't do, you can do some crazy, crazy shit. Dual-wield X-Fight, for instance. On a Freelancer, you just got the most powerful, you just 8 times, whack, 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 right? You just thrash everything. Summoners, as we saw, are just, they're just OP. They're just OP. Look at him go! There you go! Hey, what you doing down there? I feel like somebody should snapshot that and make that an animated GIF. And put that somewhere. GIF, whatever. Say it both ways. Say it either way. I don't care. Summoners, OP. That's great. Magus Rod, Air Knife, Stylydra, 16 MP, 4,000 damage, screen wide. Bahamut doesn't really do much more than that. I didn't try Leviathan. I should have tried Leviathan because Leviathan would have been boosted too with the Magus Rod. But I didn't think about that at the time. Odin, Zantetsuken, oh my god. I speak English. Whatever. Odin doing his Odin thing. Kills some bosses. I do appreciate that, right? Let's be honest, Final Fantasy has this reputation of, like, status effect spells when you really need them don't work on bosses, right? Sure, no, go ahead and use them in like your normal fights, but when you're fighting a big boss, yeah, that doesn't work. Like, no, that's when you need it is to debuff the boss, right? I can handle the Riffraff easy. It's the anyway. Blue Mage has always been kind of one of my favorite classes, at least from overarching, just because like the concept of learning enemy magic and having it be relatively effective. They did it really well here. They kind of botched it in 6 because it was attached to one of the weakest physically characters in 6. In 7, it was just a single materia that, like, whatever. By the time that you get any of the good shit, it's like, oh, I can do that, or I can just, like, Quadra summon Knights of the Round. What am I going to do? And then I'll mime it. Cool. 8 was locked behind. 8 and 10 both locked behind, like, limits. That's bullshit. That's crap. But, anyway. 5. Story, alright. Like, this is the first time I actually paid attention enough in the story to realize that X-Death is actually just a sentient tree that became evil because spirits were bound in the tree. And then he's like, I'm evil now. I'm an evil tree. I'm gonna do evil sorcerer tree stuff. Okay. Alright. Not compelling. Points for creativity compared to Kafka. I would say Sephiroth, but I'm not a big fan of Sephiroth as a boss character. He's not that compelling. I get some of the brain damage, but then like all like the 8 other stuff they did with him, and it's like, actually, like, whatever. One of the things that really ought to do, that people who write stories ought to remember, is that if you create a excellent story that people like, don't go back and fill in the blanks. You gotta leave mystery. You gotta leave, you can put like little sprinkles of stuff out there, but you gotta let people do it on its own. But by the very nature of the people who consume said media, they want to know all the detail. They must know everything. They must know everything to the finest, minute detail. And when you narrow that band, when you make those decisions, all the mysteriousness of it disappears. It happens every time. Star Wars did it. John Wick is the same. Final Fantasy VII. Anytime that you spend a lot of time building up a backstory of a relatively unknown but semi-explained, like, yeah, there was a thing that happened, and this is how. Whatever. Final Fantasy V. Meh story. Good system. It's fun. Way better than Final Fantasy 3. 3 has its moments. I look back with a certain fondness on it. I was also there when the first English translation, fan translation, was released too, and I played through that. That was wild. I actually used to carry the game and the save file on a 3.5-inch floppy disk, and that's how old I am. There you go. Not a USB drive, not a CD-ROM, because you couldn't rewrite the CDs, right? 3.25. 3.25 inch, right? What did I say? 3.5? No, 5.25, 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. For a while there, I did, because all the computers at school had zip drives. I had my little 100 meg zip disk, and I was able to use that. That was pretty cool, because that was faster than your read and wrote faster than your 3.5. Because that's how old I am. And if you didn't know that there was a 100 meg zip drive, well, there you go. There's something for you to look at. Anyway, great system. Honestly, if you buy all 6 Pixel remasters in a bundle from Steam or wherever, it's worth it. One of the things I will say though is that this is episode, what, 13, 12? I lost track. This is also why I don't necessarily like to play RPGs on my channel. I love RPGs. They take way too damn long. I've been recording this since like before I left in June, and I just finished it. You know, and I had to take, I have a day off in the middle of the week, and I'm like, I better just crank this out and finish it. And here we are, finished. Skies of Arcadia was like, what, 28 episodes? Luckily, I was able to use like ×4 everything and just like negate encounters to just, you know, burn through that, so we didn't have to, there was no grinding required outside of the small amount of time I spent boosting the chicken knife at the very end between this episode and one before it. 14 episodes, that's pretty big for me. I'm usually a 7-8 a month kind of guy, maybe 10 depending, right? Depends on how big the game is. I wish I could do more. I just don't got time. But we made it. We did it. We pulled off the Job Fiesta. I don't know that I'll do this again. But it was an interesting challenge for a game that I've like to think I've relatively mastered, or at least learned enough about through playing multiple times, and of course watching. Yeah, there you go. A semi-reference calling out to the people who originally put this translation together. Why am I dancing? Level 56 dancer. Learned all the abilities from all 4 crystals. Yeah, you get all 74, you're just like, yeah, whatever. What was I gonna say? Job Fiesta. Yeah, I probably won't do another one. This is enough for me. Gosh, what was that channel? I referenced it in the very first one. Backlog Buster. He did a series of single job challenges. That is an excellent watch, and I recommend you go back and watch it. Yes, you're watching the same game 22 times, technically 26 if you count all the extra GPA ones, and I don't remember if you count, like, I think he did like 3 or 4 Job Fiestas, and they're all excellent. Yeah, but I would definitely go watch that too if you haven't. I might actually link that down below in the comments, along with the Job Fiesta. I've been putting that in the comments, so if you want to go try it out yourself, there you go, it's there. Give it a shot, check out the rules, all kinds of stuff. You can lean specific crystals, so you like certain jobs more than others. Boost the chance that you're going to get boost the chance that you're going to get like berserkers or whatever. Yeah. No rod smashing, only rod smashing, only people who can smash rods. Single path, so like once you get an upgrade and you upgrade to that class, other classes are done. So at the very end, you end up with one job. Everybody's that job, and you've just progressed up. So all kinds of fun stuff. But that's it. We did it. Thank you for watching Dad Life Gaming. Hanging out with me on Twitch. Follow if you haven't. Follow me anyway at Dad Life Gaming Pro if you're just watching this on YouTube. You never know when I go live, right? Here it is, middle of the week. I should be working, but I took the day off, like I mentioned. So, hey, you never know. But if you want to watch, you gotta know when I go live. And you do that with a follow. Or subscribers, whatever. You can also subscribe on YouTube. That's always a good thing. Like, subscribe, comment. You know, you heard all that jazz. But once again, thank you for watching Dad Life Gaming Pro. Or at least Dad Life Gaming. Final Fantasy V for Job Fiesta. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you next time.